The NFL star Shannon Sharpe, who is headed to the Hall of Fame and is now a sports pundit, is going through what may be the most difficult period of his career after becoming hurt. Sharpe, who was well known for his self-assured and frank demeanor, previously seemed capable of handling any situation without hesitation, even legal problems. However, recent developments have told a different story. According to some publications, Sharpe secured a sizable settlement with Gabriela Zuniga, a woman he had previously been connected to. The deal is apparently worth more than Sharpe made in his entire NFL career, at about $23 million. Sharpe had a $50 million deal with the ESPN, which confirmed shortly after the settlement was made public that he would no longer be a part of the network's roster. Many, including Sharpe himself, were taken aback by the timing. He disclosed that he was only aware of ESPN's decision a few days before its public release, and he had requested that the network postpone the announcement to avoid interfering with his brother's induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Sharpe, who had expected to return to cover NFL training camp, called the situation sudden and frustrating. Regretfully, Sharpe is juggling more than one legal issue in addition to the settlement with Zuniga. Jamalita Tillman, a different lady, has sued him for $20 million, claiming that remarks made by Sharpe and a business associate harmed her career and reputation. Tillman's allegations focus on her case and her public statements made after a concert that went viral. Has intensified the media frenzy surrounding Sharpe even more. Due to well-publicized court conflicts, Sharpe's personal life is now as much of a talking point as his career accomplishments. Online, there have been significant reactions to the incident, citing earlier public conversations he had about relationships that generated controversy. Some detractors contend that Sharpe's present problems are the consequence of his own choices. Others remember that he had previously received advice from well-known people and other celebrities to prioritize stability and stay away from circumstances that would jeopardize his personal and professional lives. These cautions have now become part of the story, as social media critics have framed Sharpe's present difficulties as a warning. The disparity between Sharpe's more restrained financial attitude toward family and his reputed generosity for love partners has been a particularly contentious issue. Whether true or fabricated, social media users have recollected tales of him imposing stringent spending limits on important family events while perhaps now making substantial settlement payments to third parties. Supporters respond that legal claims frequently target well-known people and that Sharpe could just be negotiating the dangers and pressures that come with being famous. According to industry observers, Sharpe is refocusing on his podcast, which has the potential to become his main source of revenue in the near future, despite the legal and professional obstacles. For Sharpe, who has spent decades establishing himself as one of the NFL's most gifted tight ends and subsequently as a prominent figure in sports media, the move marks a significant turning point. Although losing his ESPN platform is a big adjustment, it also gives him the chance to use independent media to mold his story. The drama that is developing has brought attention to the delicate balance that exists between one's own choices, public opinion, and career security. Sharpe's professional successes are in danger of being overshadowed by the confluence of legal challenges, business decisions, and ongoing internet discussion. However, history has demonstrated that well-known people can and frequently do recover from significant defeats. A number of variables will determine if Sharpe can make this chapter into a comeback tale. The outcome of his continuing court proceedings, the success of his independent media endeavors, and his capacity to handle the tremendous scrutiny he now endures from the public. His every action is currently being attentively observed, analyzed, and discussed in the entertainment industry as a whole as well as in sports circles. A Sharpe story serves as a reminder of how rapidly fortunes can change and how resilience, planning, and reputation management are just as crucial as skill when it comes to long-term success in a culture where private lives are frequently made public. When a former boxing official, speaking off the record, implied that some medical documents are kept secret in women's boxing for a purpose. There would be more than rumors if Claressa Shields' records were ever made public. Whether they were real or not, it may result in legal action, title revocation, and her reputation collapsing. Retaining the proof and the public's attention, Remy Ma appeared to be watching everything develop with enjoyment. According to insiders, Remy had one final move to make. Papoose and Claressa had a private phone conversation a few days before. The controversy: Papoose's old iPad was said to contain a file named Monday Nights. Claressa apparently acknowledged in it that there were aspects of her background she could never share, not out of shame, but rather because people want straightforward stories with heroes or villains and nothing in between. In response, Papoose said that nobody needed to know them and that he didn't care. The recording became viral once it was leaked online. The public's response was harsh. Some believed it to be a covert disclosure that may rock the sport. Some thought it demonstrated loyalty. In response, Claressa's legal team said the tape was altered and taken unlawfully. Papoose vanished from view without saying anything. Then there was another twist. According to a former Olympic coach, Claressa's pre-Olympic exams contained strange omissions and missing paperwork. This led to individuals overanalyzing old images and films, which encouraged internet conjecture. Even a covert check of records was initiated by the Women's Boxing Regulating Organization. Claressa may forfeit her medals, sponsorships, and titles if it is discovered that any official document was forged. Fairness wasn't the point of this struggle for Remy. It was intimate. Remy's supporters claim she was exposing dishonesty and defending her marriage. Claressa's supporters contend that she is being singled out for something unrelated to her professional life. To make matters worse, there were reports that Netflix was working on a documentary that included theatrical reenactments and an interview with a person who claimed to have known Claressa before she became famous. Regardless of whether that is accurate or not, the harm has already been done. A ruined marriage, a disputed champion's name, and the internet consuming every bit of the narrative. Now, the question is straightforward. Was Claressa protecting her privacy, or was she telling a lie? In any case, this story has devolved into a reputational conflict, and it doesn't appear to be. Watch the daily videos on my channel Star Faults. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Please like this video and subscribe so you never miss our daily updates. Thanks for watching, and remember to stay tuned right here on Star Faults for more.